Welcome, my name is Emma. I'll start today off with a cleanse. My boyfriend lent me this incense. He has a whole bunch right now, and this one is wildflower scented, and I absolutely I love it. It's so good. It's delish. Just putting that down for the video. I invite you to take a deep breath with me. Lovely. And I'll give you a little fit check. These pants are so cool. They have like leopards on them and just so many different little designs. I feel like the ultimate tourist pants, but I love them. I can't get enough. Today I'm going to be reading you a poem that I wrote yesterday. I've always been a great writer. When I was in school, English was my top class. A's all around in that class. And I kind of stopped writing after school, and I have a whole bunch of poetry in my notes, and I always just forget that it's a great outlet for me. But this poem is kind of about the selfishness that people believe others should be paying more attention to them than themselves. I don't know. It's hard for me to explain. I think you'll just understand it once you hear the poem. But here we go. What do you want me to do? How can I make this work for you? Do you need me to worry about your feelings while you forget mine exist? Do you need me to make the same choices as you so you feel more comfortable with my path? Do you need me to be louder, bolder, quicker for you to notice me, or quieter, smaller, and hide around the corner to not get in your way? Do you need me to agree with you, get my own opinion, or have opinions about your opinions so we have something to talk about? Do you believe I'm a bad person for not worrying about the world and only myself? Or do you just need me to worry about you first, and then you'll assume I worry about everyone else? Does it make you uncomfortable when I say I love myself more than anyone I have ever met? Do you believe I'm selfish for putting myself first, saying what I want to say, being who I want to be? I have one more question for you. Why do you care so much about me when I'm not you? Let yourself free and love you too. I think it's super cute. I feel like it's not a very complicated poem, so it gets the point across quick. So if you were to read this to someone who maybe has the mindset that the world revolves around them, it's your life, so the world revolves around you to a certain extent. I've said this before in a couple videos back, where we live in a society where it's frowned upon to love yourself, that you shouldn't be putting yourself first, that the whole world should be put before you. And I feel like if you read that poem to someone who had that mindset, they would kind of go, oh, that is kind of stupid. And I feel like it also connects to this conversation that I had with my friend the other day, and this is definitely a little bit controversial. But when it comes to the state of the world, I try my very hardest to stay disconnected. And we have social media, and people spread all the stuff that's happening in the entire world, and they try to support, and they raise money. And I think the raising money part is great. So they have supplies, and they are able to get a little bit of something. But I don't believe that I'm going to be able to change the state of the world until the government changes, until there's an actual change in our world. And I just don't think I can have inner peace if I'm focused on the tragedy that is happening around me. And in my Toltec books, they talk about how you are not put on this earth to fix the earth. We are put on this earth to go on our own paths, to heal ourselves, to learn about ourselves. It would be really hard to have a path focused on yourself if you're so consumed by the whole world. So, if you don't feel like you're doing anything extravagant for the world, if you don't think that you're putting the world's future before yourself, I promise you, you're doing just fine. You're here to look after you, and that's the biggest responsibility of all, the hardest responsibility of all. Digging inwards, finding yourself, and just focusing on you. And it is such a challenge, and it is one of the hardest problems in this world, because we are put in this world that doesn't accept that. But I accept it, and I accept you. And I think if you just want to do something for you, instead of putting someone else first, that's what you should do. Even if it's you have plans later in the day, but you would way rather stay home and watch a movie, then do that. Then stay home and watch the damn movie, okay? It's a bit of a shorter video today. I'm going on a little picnic date with my boyfriend later. He just left to head home, and I'm about to head over to his place with him, and then we're gonna get some food, and we're gonna go on a little picnic, and it's gonna be super cute and super fun, and I'm really excited. It's really hot out again today. It's like we're in summer now, and it's making me happy, but my room doesn't have much air conditioning, so it's like, oh my goodness, you wake up in puddles of sweat. But, it's worth it. It's just how the earth is. And I'm sure I'll acclimate over time. Okay, that's all I have for you today. I hope you have a good day. I love you. Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow.